Hello friends, we worked our way through the prefixes sort number 48 video. In this sort we are looking at prefixes x, non, in, and for. Alright, we need to have your words already cut out because we are going to do this sort together, header by header or category by category. Get your words ready, have them out in front of you, and have your sorting mat from your book in front of you as well. Ready? Here we go. Alright, headers for this sort include X as in exit, non as in nonsense, for as in forecast, in as in incomplete, and that in means not, and then there's another prefix, in, which means in or into, and the example for that one is indent. Make sure your words are cut out and you are ready to sort before starting the next part of this video. Alright, the first prefix we're going to look at is X as in exit. X is a prefix, so that means it comes at the beginning. X means out. These words are all made up of prefixes, but the rest of the word is not always a base word that stands alone. Okay, so it's a little different than in the past. All these words are related, but if you take off your prefix, it wouldn't necessarily have a base word. That's a really advanced way to use prefixes, so pay attention really closely with this. So like for example, exit means to go out even though it, so like if you take off EX, you just have it left. It does not have a related meaning. So it, as what would be left with when you take away the prefix, does not have a related meaning, but X, the first part of the word, does have a related meaning where it says out. So you're going out, you're exiting. So they're related. Try sorting your words now. Underline the prefix in each word. Oddballs would not have anything underlined in them, and we don't actually have any oddballs in this sort, so no worries on that one. Pause the video so you can sort your words and set them aside. Alright, the next one we're going to look at is non, such as nonsense. Non is a prefix, so it means it comes at the beginning. Prefixes change the meaning of a base word, when there is one. Non means not. For example, nonfiction means that the text is not fiction. All of the words you're looking at this week do have an actual base word, unlike the last column that we are looking at with X. All of these that have non do have a base word on them. Alright, try sorting your words now. Underline the prefix in each word. Oddballs would not have anything underlined them, but again, there's no oddballs. Pause the video so you can sort your words and set them aside. Alright, the next header is for as in forecast. For is a prefix, so that means it comes at the beginning. Prefixes change the meaning of a base word. Notice that for here is spelled differently than for as in I bought a gift for you. It's also spelled differently than for as in the number 4. For means before or in front of. So for example, pay attention here. Foreshadow means is the presentation of details, characters, or incidents in a narrative in such a way that the later events are prepared for. So in this case, you think of a shadow coming after something. So if you have your sunshine up here, you have people down here, you have a tree right here, the shadow is going to come after. Okay, you have the sun, object, shadow. So in this case, you think a shadow coming after something. But with foreshadowing, it's a literary term, so something that like an author will use while they're writing to describe details coming before an event happens. So for example, in like Harry Potter, there's times that earlier in the book, there's foreshadowing where it kind of makes the reader guess or predict what might happen. And then later on in the story, it does actually happen, and then you have that, aha, I read about that earlier kind of moment in your head. That's what foreshadowing means. So it's like giving you hints before it actually happens. Alright, try sorting your words now. Underline the prefix in each of the words. Pause the video so you can sort your words and set them aside. Alright, next is in as in not. So your example is incomplete. In is a prefix, so that means it comes at the beginning. Prefixes change the meaning of a base word. In means not, in this case. For example, incorrect means something is not correct. So try sorting your words now. Underline the prefix in each of the words. Pause the video so you can sort your words and set them aside. All right, next we have in with the meaning of in or into, such as indent. In is a prefix, so that means it comes at the beginning. Again, in means in or into. These words are all made up of prefixes, but the rest of the word is not always a base word that stands alone. So, for example, indent means to go into a paragraph. Bonus fact, dent is related to dentist and dental, coming from the Latin word for tooth. So in a sense, when you indent, you kind of take a bite into the paragraph. So again, it doesn't necessarily have a base word, but it does have related meaning. All right, so obviously you're not really biting into a paragraph, but like even on this slide, I indented. I kind of like I went into it, into the page, into the line. All right, so try sorting your words now. Underline the prefix in each of the words. Oddballs would not have anything underline them, but again, there's no oddballs. Pause the video so you can sort your words and set them aside. All right, now that you've completed your sort, you should have sorted your words like this. In X, you have exit, extend, explore, express, exclude, explode, expand, and extra. In non, you have nonsense, nonfiction, nonstop, nonfat, nonprofit, and non-skid. In for, you have forecast, forearm, forehead, foresee, foreshadow, and foremost. Then with the in words that mean not, you have incomplete, incorrect, indecent, and inhumane. And so all of these you could also say is not complete, not correct, not decent, or not humane. All right, in, with the meaning of in or into, you have indent, endure, incite, and income. And so a good way to think of this is, whereas it may not be as easy to think of it as always like in something, just think of it, it's not the not one. So it's not denting, it's not door. That wouldn't make sense. Not sight, not come. So it's kind of like a process of elimination. If it doesn't fit in this category, it's likely to mean over here. Okay? All right, so after you've completed your sort and double-checked it, please refer to the activities your teacher has you complete with your new sort. Don't forget to write your new sort in your agenda for this week. And you will glue your words on Thursday because there will be a spelling test on Friday. Happy sorting, kids!